One more! Oh, man. Oh, man. You gotta have earmuffs near that thing.
Did you record it?
Yes, I did.
The way it echoes through the building.
Oh my God.
How's it going, YouTube? Here we are at the Perris Valley, Southern California Railroad Museum for the first time ever. Right here are the original Disneyland ticket booths. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just want to show you we got them. Yeah. They're pretty much just here for display. They're not really used anymore. But yeah, these are original ticket booths at Disneyland.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. Alright. Now let's go on to see some trains. This museum has not only trains, but streetcars too. Here are some of the last surviving Los Angeles Railway yellow cars. Yeah. These are narrow gauge streetcars that were actually used to replace the red cars that's in the 50s. Yeah, these are all the street cars.
I think they had these cars when I was around, not these. These are older.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to take a trip.
Yeah. So here's the coaster. Locomotive 2105. Pretty much the main reason we're here is to see this. Unfortunately, Santa Fe Bicentennial unit is in a shed being worked on, so we couldn't get to see that. But anyways, here's coaster 2105. Coaster 2105's namesake. Just want to show you we got it. Yeah. And nearby, an old Union Pacific passenger car. Some maintenance of way equipment. And there's a whole bunch of other junk all over here. This is pretty much the maintenance shed. And you see some old switcher locomotives. Old diesel switcher locomotives. Yep. And then on the other side of this yard is old passenger coaches from New Jersey Transit. Yep. And those are the coaches you would ride on when you ride the train rides on Saturdays.
Oh, they use those. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of equipment here. I'm not sure what it's for. And there's like some kind of tank, like a diesel tank or a water tank. And way out in the distance there is a blue diesel locomotive. Anyways. I think this might be some kind of loading equipment. There's a diesel tanker truck used to refuel trains. So, I think we're gonna head back to the public side. Yeah. So this part of the museum is not really open to the general public, but we were given permission to go here to see the coaster unit. Okay, you can see here there's a caboose, Southern Pacific caboose, and a bunch of freight cars. And that's the wood shop, where they fabricate a lot of the wood for restoring old passenger cars. So here you have a bunch of old conductor phone booths. A large one here, and one of the smaller ones that you typically see in old railroad museums. See? There's the caboose again. And a bunch of old freight cars, and like some box cars, a flat car, and a couple of old tanker cars. Actually, 3 old tanker cars. Okay. Yeah. Alright, just to show you we got it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna take a couple more shots. There's an old bus over there. Oops. There we go. Sorry about the focus.
Did you get a picture of the Southern Pacific caboose, Jason?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got a video of it. There's an old bus over there. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's a streetcar. It's just that it's covered by a tarp. Alright. And you also have some emergency vehicles parked over there. We'll get to those in a minute. Just want to show you we got it all. Okay. Here's the emergency vehicles. Apparently, they're actually used for emergencies here. Like if there was a fire or something. Or maybe someone had a medical emergency. So, we're not supposed to block them. I just want to show you we got them. Yeah. These are 2 former police cars. Now they're just emergency services cars. And here are a couple of fire trucks. And right there is an old-fashioned bus from the 1950s. Apparently they still drive it sometimes. Unless those signs are just for display. I don't know. And I just want to show you we got it. Okay, we are going on the guided tour
Wow.
on
Wow, well, that's
the
fantastic. This is the first time we've been
golf
here,
cart.
Nice.
but I have a good friend in Fullerton. We go to Fullerton about once a month to see those trains. But sometimes we take the train too, so I don't have to drive. And he told us about this place, and he's the docent at that museum.
Yeah, it's super nice. It's super cool here.
There's the 7 Pacific Daylight car over there.
During the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says online that you only do it during the week.
Well, I think he saw us walking around. We were the first ones here. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go on the red. Well, I think we were the one that talked him into doing the red car.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been on it. All the red car tracks, a lot of them in LA, they've converted to metro trains.
It's Signal Garden. I'm making a video of that too.
Oh, look at all the guards. See all the signals in the guard?
Oh, look
at
at
all
that.
the signals.
Yeah.
Oh, my camera's going out of focus.
And most all of them work. They've got little buttons
That's
on the
super
little
cool.
Oh, I
placards
gotta
in front
check
of them
that one out. Yeah.
so you can get in there and kind of play with them.
Oh, I like this one.
All right, we'll start here at the Los Angeles Railway Barn.
This is
Oh
where
yeah,
they
I
have
already
the,
took
the one
videos
that I
of
saw.
that.
It's the
Yeah.
closest one.
Okay.
They still have the tracks.
Here's the inside of the
They were taking them out, I remember.
streetcar. A bird got in. So this is the smoking
They still
section.
have the little signs.
It's also
that-
where the driver
Take a picture of
sits.
the signs. Those are themselves are worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Crispy crackers.
Old-
I want you.
Now these cars actually had dual controls, so they have control set at both ends. Because when they were running and you got to the end of the line, there was really no place to turn it around. So you could actually just take your control handles from one end to the other and then just start going the other direction. And then if you look at the seats here, if you go the different direction and you don't want to sit backwards, all you gotta do is grab that handle and pull this one over.
Oh, change it like
Just like that.
Like on the
some of the
Grand
trains are like
Canyon.
that. Yeah.
That's super.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
That is awesome.
You know, these are in remarkably good condition.
Yeah, it took a lot of restoration. It was
Really?
pretty rough when we got it. but
Because some
yeah.
of the ones at Griffith Park, they're not as good in condition.
Yeah, it slides to the side if you want to
Yeah.
walk through the middle there. Just
Oh,
pull it,
sure.
pull it to the right.
Oh, so it's slide. Alright, yeah. This is the non-smoking section of the streetcar. And then you got the cab at the other end, because the streetcars had to go forwards and backwards.
Remarkably good shape.
Here's the change receptacle. Yep.
Maybe the original seat was taken out. I think it was. I think there was a seat bolted in there. See where the holes are?
I'm a little out of focusing.
There's the thing that took the change.
Yeah, this is the device,
That
the
counts the
receptacle
change
for
then.
the change.
Yeah, I remember those. I
Yeah.
remember those. And it would go bloop, 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 bloop.
Alright, just want to show you we got it. Alright, here's the sign that tells you where the streetcar is going.
Oh yeah, same thing on the other side. Those chairs are really cool. They change.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna quit here because my camera's going out of focus. Okay, we are about to go inside the PCC car, which is the more modernish trolley cars that they used in the 30s until the 50s.
Yeah, it does. does. It looks like a subway almost.
Does resemble a bus or a subway.
A bus.
There we go. Now it's focused.
These are like the kind they run in the Embarcadero in San Francisco, Jason.
Yep.
Is it?
I don't know if they have this particular bus, but it's similar. Yeah. I don't know if I saw this
They got
one.
any funny ones? Oh yeah, same one.
This is the inside.
Which is really odd.
Interesting. Got the commercials, ads.
It's good.
Ivory soap.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, I think,
Take a lot of maintenance.
corned beef.
Well, about pretty much all of the cars were about the middle forward.
Oh, the seats in the back.
Yeah,
It's weird that they only have
Used to
handles on one
corn,
side.
canned corned
if
beef
you
for
can
Washington.
come through, I'll take your photo.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
you want to sit in the seat?
In that big seat.
Me?
Oh, I was
Oh,
back
there.
there, but I'm happy to take your photo.
Oh, I'm not related, so you don't have
Oh,
to.
okay, there you go.
I'll have you take our photo. How's that?
Perfect.
My cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, these only run on the loop track. That's the only place we have the narrow
I
gauge.
should have brought my camera.
I know, I'm surprised you're smart, but
This is an older cell phone, but it still works
it's
fine.
okay. I've got older cell phones.
Not that old.
Perfect.
I have a lot of icons on this thing. Jason, we should gonna take our picture together. Jason?
Alright, I'm gonna finish this video right here. Okay, this is a part of the museum I haven't gotten yet. But yeah,
Make me wear these weird
it's
stuff.
the
like,
cable car.
"Nah, I can't wear that. All my friends went to school right there. I was like, nah.
Was it the?
This is a notch right
This
here.
one also came
Oh, no,
from
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
My glasses.
Is that a horse-drawn car?
Yes.
I'm not sure I remember that, but you know, it was a very,
Weren't these originally standard gauge?
is that the one?
Not sure.
The cable
It's
cars
set
are
up-
standard
yeah, it's
gauge.
set up for, for narrow gauge to get it back in here.
Yeah.
But this one actually has no motors. It was actually used either to be horse-drawn or to actually be towed by one of the other cable cars. This one's from 1890, and it actually has the big lights inside that were they were kerosene lights.
Oh, that's super cool. Still in great condition.
And then back here in the corner, we've got our Kyoto car. This one ran in Kyoto, Japan, starting in 1910.
Kyoto.
It was later donated to, well, it was originally donated to a gentleman in Santa Barbara by the government of Japan, and he didn't really know what to do with it, so he kind of permanently loaned it to us.
That's cool. I mean, this took a trip.
Right.
It was in Tokyo, you said?
Kyoto.
No, Kyoto.
Which one?
This one right
This
here.
one back here.
Okay, we're on the next leg of our tour.
Are they going to try to open it again?
It's the Fred Harvey
the Harvey House
exhibit.
in Williams, Arizona has been opened again.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, the Harvey House is an old chain of restaurants.
steam
that was running when
train.
the railroads ran. That's what, yeah. And then it was defunct. But the company that succeeded it reopened
Okay, I'm
it.
gonna cut.
He took his Disney dollars and bought a couple of steam locomotives that we're going to see in here. The Chloe that came from Maui, Hawaii. It ran on a sugarcane plant. And another one that ran on the Nevada Central, called the Emma Nevada. The whole story started where his wife had purchased him a nice passenger car from the 1800s. He was supposed to use that for his railroad knickknacks to get them out of the house. But instead of doing that, he didn't want to clutter up the car with stuff. So that gave him the excuse to get the two locomotives and actually set up a railroad in his backyard in
That's
San
Disney,
Gabriel.
right?
That's pretty cool.
Or
that?
Kimball.
Ward Kimball.
Oh, it's
Ward
Kimball, okay.
yeah. So he was depending on who you ask, he was the first one to have the backyard railroad, and then Disney.
No, I know Disney had
did it
one.
Later, but
And that's where he got the idea to put
So,
one around
come
Disneyland.
on in.
Yeah, I read his biography.
Old steam tray. Oh, that's a wood-powered steam
Oh,
tray.
look at this one.
Let
That's nice.
me fix the focus.
The Chloe.
When it was running in Hawaii, this is what she looked like, and then later got restored
There we
on his
go.
property, and he named it Chloe after one of his daughters.
Is it a pineapple train or something? I know they have.
Sugar cane.
Sugar
They
cane.
moved sugar cane with it.
Was
yeah.
that in Maui or in Oahu?
Maui?
Maui? We were at that. I think we were there. Yeah, but not this train. It was another
Right.
train.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a steam train, that's for sure. Yeah. Look at this. Jason, take you out. Maybe I'll take it.
I'm taking videos of the
I'll do the
train.
Oh, this is an old Lionel box. Those boxes are worth a lot of money.
Wow, that's a pretty train.
Yeah. Originally built in 1907.
I like all the hand painting off. It's so cool. Finish driving and stuff. It's a wood burning? Wood burning?
So,
It's converted to wood. Originally it was coal, then it went to oil, and then after Ward Kimball got it, he converted it to burning wood.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did Disney name one of his trains after Ward Kimball?
Yes, he did.
yeah.
It's just the Ripley, I know.
Right. But yes, there is a Ward
Kimball.
I thought. I kind of remember that name.
Right. And he had these cars all specially built for his little backyard railroad.
We should have figured that back there for one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a couple acres.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
mean, it wasn't a huge railroad, but it was,
Still cool.
long enough he could run back and forth.
That's neat.
And there's a car that's been converted into a rail car.
Right. He was quite the collector, so we got a lot of his old lanterns and whistles and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, there's the whistle. So when will Ventura County #1 be running again?
Well, it's actually technically number 2, but
I mean #2,
probably
yeah.
another year to 2 years. They figured to get her back together.
Because I'd like to actually see it
I seem to remember
running
a story
again.
about this. Like, they would take this to go to work and like.
Oh, the hand
There's
cars.
a caboose.
Yeah, they basically maintenance workers used them basically to get between stations or out to where the train or track work was. You know?
Yeah, I remember saying, "Wow, that's a workout." And they told me this crazy story about it. I forgot what it was.
Well,
So this is a hand car.
velocipede, it's a single person,
The velocipede is much more efficient.
and then but it also works on
Oh, it does?
on pump
Wow,
action.
those guys are probably pretty strong.
Oh.
When I retired for them last night. Oh, wow. What was your
Yeah, this caboose came from a lumber mill in the 40s,
Yeah.
and this is just a little project. This was actually an actual vehicle that they had on the Nevada Central, and this they're just trying to replicate.
Oh, okay. That's pretty neat.
Right.
Yeah, I watched that guy a lot on TV actually. That really does a lot of old stuff.
Let me get back into focus.
But those are all, I mean, just completely fabricated.
There we go.
That was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I did them through Joe Motors.
It's a little easier to focus museum pieces than mainline trains. Wow.
You can see we're doing some restoration work on it too. So.
That's awesome.
When do you think this one will be running again?
By the looks of it, it's going to need a couple of years before they get it back together because it gets worked on 1 or 2 weekends a month typically.
It's all volunteers that work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. An old steam engine being restored.
That's actually the wheel
This is
set.
the inside of the steam engine. You can see all the pipes that carry the steam to the front of the boiler where it goes into the pistons. And the smoke goes up into the air.
That was the 90s, though, 1990.
If you're wondering what the inside of a steam engine looks like, that's it.
Luckily, it happened on
Thick metal back then, right? Nowadays, they probably stick on the metal and blow up.
Well, the biggest thing is the boiler. That's why they're keen on us doing the boiler inspections because, nothing but water in there.
Emma, Nevada.
All you need is a couple of thin spots. And
I worked for Anheuser-Busch and a couple of the breweries that got accidents over the year in their boilers. And bad. Yeah. Bomb.
I mean, all it takes is one little weak spot.
The brand new ones in the library collapsed in the parking lot. And the old one, it's the 50s. It was an 8-story tower on stilts. Anyway, I went through that.
Yeah.
What high school were you at? Oh, Fullerton, right?
College, Wall State College.
Oh.
I attended Winter Park.
You guys remember that cartoon where they
What did you teach? Oh, was elementary.
Okay, yeah. Here's the fire. Here's the firebox.
My cousins lived here.
Actually, the firebox is below. And then above the firebox is where the water sits. Here's some of the controls. You can see where the bell pole is. Now, where's the whistle lever? Guessing is that it? Anyways, just want to show you we got it. You don't see the innards of a steam engine too often. There's a whole bunch of like pressure gauges and such from different steam locomotives.
That's all some of our volunteer crews playing around.
What did you read about water not
Well, no, when I was here last time, we went into a passenger thing and they had a bunch of like memorabilia in it. And the lady was telling us that
That's a good word.
they had bought, but maybe she told me a story about something else. I got confused. I can't
I'm
remember.
not sure. Yeah.
But,
It just doesn't sound familiar to me. That's all.
yeah, well, I think they, which what I remember, which I can't remember it, but they bought something together.
Different doorknobs and door hinges.
But maybe I was remembering.
They should have an adult version. They should have an adult.
Maybe that's right.
Here's some more. Here's some more. Here's some more pressure gauges and brake gauges too. Is that a speedometer? Kind of looks like a speedometer. No, it's a pressure gauge. Okay. Here's some temperature gauges. That shows the different gauge makers. Oh, there's a smokestack from a steam locomotive. This is a diamond smokestack from Durango and Silverton 478.
Oh yeah.
We went on a couple years ago. 3 years ago, actually. Durango and Silverton. Freight train. So, with different kinds of smokestacks. Old passenger car. It's a sleeper car, actually. Yeah, an old sleeper car from Nevada. Looks like it's got a parlor in back. Yeah. Here's the layout of the car. Yeah, this is a private car. You know, fancy. It's got a parlor, a dining room, some beds. You probably have to be pretty rich to ride this. Yeah. Anyways.
I got a picture of the Chloe to send to Lisa, because, you know, it's her cat's name.
Here's a average box car. Yeah. Just want to show you we got it. Okay. Think I'm done here.
The train, they run on Saturday?
Yeah. Okay, we're about to go in the sleeping car and steam train shed.
I remember this.
So we'll kind of start working our way around here. This is a Pullman business car, private car actually, built in 1927. It originally ran on the Sioux line. It's actually
Well, we're definitely
just to be put on the end of the train. It's a private car.
It's sort of like the desert, yeah.
You and your party would have the car to yourself. It's got a
I've seen,
time area here.
yeah, I've seen private cars on back of Amtrak
Is this a
trains.
private car?
Yeah.
They had a big exhibition at Union Station a couple of years ago. And we got to see a lot of them.
Got a dual dining
10 years ago, actually.
It's got a couple of bedrooms. There's a kitchen. You'd have a full staff in there.
Wow.
And that steam engine is Ventura County Railway number 2, right?
Oh, that's it. And that's the one that we're currently doing the boiler inspection on, and once it gets back together, we'll have her running on the main line again.
I'm looking forward to seeing it in action again.
Yeah,
That's the one we did go.
it was running up until about 2 years
Oh
ago.
yeah, that's the one we did go on.
You went on this one?
Amazing, yeah.
I know Dean has a video of these.
Oh, yeah,
You
we
know,
went on-
Dean
she
and
was little,
Cameron,
we went on it.
you know, extreme Padre fan and Andros 51. The most famous rail fans ever.
Oh really?
Is this like a shade? Or is it just a...
No, it's a
Oh no, it's a regular...
regular steam engine.
It is the shade though, because it looks like
It's a 262.
6'2", yeah.
Oh yeah. We should be
Cabs
able to
sitting out back.
Ventura County, that's where we live, Ventura County.
Guys, we ran down to Point Bonini.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still an active port.
Right, and it ran a lot of military stuff in and out of the port there.
We just saw a military train come out of the port and he recorded it. Yeah.
Actually, it's going to the port.
It was going to the port, yeah.
Here's a post office car.
Oh yeah, they used to do the sorting and everything in the car. Yeah. Oh wow, railway post office, yeah.
People mode.
They used to do the sorting of mail in the car. In the car.
Right.
In the car.
Livestock car.
Really?
Yeah, there's an old depot here also they showed the movie.
All right, so we walk through here.
Yeah, good to see. I have a lunch brother.
Watch your head, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, that one's too tall. See, I'm not used to ducking. I thought it was a basketball player.
This is the inside of a railway post office car.
So this would have run on a Santa Fe passenger train.
Santa Fe?
Yep.
They
Nice.
would sort the mail in the car, is what I
Right.
saw in that old movie I saw.
And this one would go,
Yeah.
yep, and there'd be
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
and there'd be 12 postal workers in there sorting mail the whole time that
Well,
they're running.
I gotta take a picture of this, for sure. Oops, gotta get rid of this.
Caution what?
Oh wow, that could make a nice picture.
Yeah, let's do another one.
And then if you want, you can continue walking through that way. The car that's coupled up back there is a Pullman passenger car.
I hope that isn't real mail in there, it never got delivered. I think that's
Pullman.
When they were setting this up for display,
Yeah.
all the volunteers brought their junk mail.
Rock jump mail. Now it looks old, it's deceiving.
Now we are inside a Pullman car. Looks like this used to be a bathroom at one time.
Well, probably a good idea not to have people walking back.
Actually, look inside and see. You okay, Dad?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Makes sense. Yeah, I remember this.
Oh, what is this? It looks like an old room with a bathroom.
Yeah, that's the bathroom. I think that's where the conductor slept.
Oh,
Go in there.
the conductor that was in charge of the car.
Well, they could. That would have been on a. Yeah, that one would have been on a Santa Fe passenger train.
Oh, look at the wood table.
So in this car had.
Yeah, this is like sort of like a business class car.
This looks about 1920s vintage, if I'm right.
Yeah.
I can usually tell.
So there was one at each end.
Green was very popular.
Oh,
in the 20s.
there's a daylight car next to this car.
Oh yeah, a daylight car. Yeah.
Do you think it's like, do you think there's ghosts?
Maybe.
I was thinking about that.
Depending on.
Anyway, it's just to show you we got.
So this was this more of a higher?
Is this about vintage 1920s?
This would have been like for a first class
That's what
ticket,
I meant,
and
yeah.
then there would have been other coaches that just had regular,
Well, look at
two
the
by
wood
two by
table.
two seating.
That's
This is
expensive.
And this would have been for overnight too, because
Overnight?
so yeah, these seats would
Turn
come
into
together.
beds.
This would be a bed, and then the bed up top would come down.
Yeah, I
So as we
see.
go out at the end,
'Cause it
we
is a
have
Pullman,
one section
yeah.
that's turned
It's
down.
dead to a bed.
Nice.
Any idea where this ran?
This one, I do not know.
It could have been
Well,
Right.
yeah, either Continental or something.
But yeah, you can continue all the way out, and there's another
That's
ladder
right.
to go out at the other end.
That's trying to get the ghosts to follow.
Here's what the bunk
No,
beds
no,
look
let 'em stay
like.
here.
Thank you.
Here's what the bunk beds looked like when they were folded down.
Is this like for music or like with it?
That's actually air. Oh, air.
Wow.
Air. They didn't have air conditioning, but you know there'd be scoops up top, and then
I want to show you we got it.
With the mirror.
They were very inventive.
Smells and everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, especially given the fact that the toilet facilities on the early 20s trains just emptied out onto the tracks.
Yeah, they did. I know that. Yeah. I knew that.
Okay, here's,
I wanna sleep up there.
this must be the kitchen.
I wanna take the top bunk. Yeah, me
Or is this, oh, this is a private room for the staff. That's what it is. It's
Private
a,
room for the staff.
yeah, it's a private bedroom for the staff.
Oh, yeah.
elbow room. Look at the ad for it.
Oh, boy. It's a little sink.
You guys
Yeah.
have somebody in this hall?
Isn't that crazy? Well, everybody skinny
was.
back
I
then?
feel like people were skinny back in the day.
Yeah.
Not-
That's before McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna cut here with this shot. So here's a Salt Lake City youth streetcar.
Reading on here where it went between 2 points.
I have relatives who live right in that area. Taylorsville is one.
Salt Lake and Ogden.
Yeah, Salt Lake and Ogden.
Did they reuse the tracks for the modern light rail system there?
In Utah, I don't.
Yeah.
A lot of little towns in between Salt Lake and Ogden, though, like Taylorsville
Right.
and
Not really familiar with
Murray. I have a lot of road trips from there. Yeah, my dad and my grandfather.
I'm a little out of focus. Ah, that's good.
So this one actually ran.
A double-decker streetcar.
And it's a double decker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. It's a double-decker, Jim.
Double-decker streetcar, yeah. That's something you don't see every day.
My great-grandfather was at the Promontory Point Golden Spike Center.
Oh, okay.
I didn't live when he lived, so I found it from the Civil War records. He also served in the Civil War. I did family history, got absolutely fascinated in this life story. I could almost write a book about it.
And this one is a kitchen car.
A kitchen car.
From a hospital train.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
That would have been like late 40s, early 50s.
World War II?
Yeah.
Run here in the U.S.? Or in
Yes, it ran here in the U.S.
I know we have exactly the same gauge in Europe. So
Right.
it could have been either one. But,
Here's some Pacific Electric red cars. With the Southern Pacific paint.
oh, that's a red car.
Yeah, this was a Hollywood style car. We've got 2 of these on the property.
Oh, let me get a picture of the kitchen.
They're Pacific Electric, and they ran in the Hollywood Hills area. And from what I understand, this car was actually the inspiration for
This
the
is
ones
the
that
inside
they
of
used
the
to-
hospital kitchen car.
Before they built that one and put it together,
California
a
Adventure.
lot of their Imagineers came, took a bunch of pictures.
And built them.
And they basically built a smaller version of this and did the same paint scheme and everything.
They always made everything a little smaller. Figuring people would know the difference.
Right.
And it was less money.
And they're taking it out to put in an Avengers ride.
Well, the California part is starting to really got a California Adventure. A lot of their visitors are not from California. So.
Right. So they're not as familiar.
Here's a San Pedro car.
So it's sort of becoming like they put the little mermaid, which is from Denmark, you know,
Right.
California Adventure. Oh, look at this.
Now these 3 are the Pacific Electric red cars. They affectionately called them the blimps, especially the newer ones, because they were big and round and had the kind of round porthole windshields. One of the ones in our collection is the one that we're going to ride right after we get done here.
Oh, that's what he really wanted to do. Thank you for doing that for us. We're going to see again. We're coming back to ride the train one Saturday before it gets hot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe in about a month. Hopefully it won't get hot. If it does, we don't care.
But these cars actually started life in about 1913 or so. And they were originally in service in the San Francisco Bay Area until the 40s.
Oh, really?
And then they were sold to the Pacific Electric, and they finished the rest of their life in the Los Angeles area, running mainly from LA to San Pedro and moving a lot of
I think the Long
wartime
Beach line,
employees.
the tunnel they built for the Pacific Electric is still used for the blue line.
Oh yeah, I think so.
It's still used. Yeah, it still goes in, and the subway station is underground, but it's abandoned.
Right.
There's a whole TV special on that.
Okay, this concludes the tour of the standard gauge shed. Yeah, I want to come back when the steam train is back in service.
Is this on the Long Beach line? Because I think it's bigger than a lot of them.
It may have been. I know for sure it went down to San Pedro, so it may have gone
the
from.
same line. San Pedro, Long Beach are
Right.
Yeah.
And if you look, you can see on the side of the postal car, it has the big hooks. Those are actually used to grab mail at in between their normal stops.
Yeah, there was a docent that we saw at one of the in Sydney Valley where they have a railroad in there too. So we saw how to do that. They put the nail out the stumps and grab them.
Right over there are some modern light rail cars. An Expo Line car and a trolley car.
We'll make a run on one of the red cars.
Oh, wait for my dad. Yeah. Dad, they're gonna leave without us.
No, I'm coming. I'll walk past. Well, look at all the freight cars out there.
Yep. Old freight locomotives.
Well, I mean, they've been expanded over the years, but yeah, we've acquired more of the property back there. And,
Don't forget my dad.
we have a lot more stuff.
Just want to finish this shot of the blue locomotive.
Switcher or something.
Size 2954.
Really decent car.
Yeah, some old Baldwins.
Yeah.
What railroad is it?
They were actually on the SP for a while.
Really?
Pacific?
Okay, I just want to show you. Okay, here's our fourth and final car house for the day.
Oh, we bought the last 3 cars in there.
Well, we don't want to waste any time.
Let's see what's in here. So which car house has the Santa Fe locomotives?
It's number 7. It's way out in the back of the.
Okay.
It's not open today, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I would have liked to have seen the war bonnet.
Oh yeah.
Wow, these are really old cars.
So this is
That's an electric locomotive, right?
the rest of our Pacific Electric collection. Yeah, we've got 2 electric locomotives here that ran on the the Nevada Northern Railroad.
Those were used to haul freight.
Yep.
Because the passenger locomotives, they didn't need them, they just used trolleys. I see you got a Pacific Electric freight car too.
Right. Well, yeah, with the Pacific Electric, they mainly ran passenger trains during the day, and then at night they would use those electric locomotives to run freight cars.
Oh, the Santa Monica airline.
So this little tan one right in front of you here is our Pacific Electric Bernie car, named after the guy who designed it. It was designed to run on routes that that were regular standard gauge, but they didn't have the passenger volume that they had on some of the other lines. This one was it was built in 1918, ran in Redlands, California until the 40s, and then it went to MGM Studios and became a movie prop. So this was actually the car that, if you've ever watched the movie Singing in the Rain, this car was the car that he jumps off the top of the car and into Doris Day's car out on the street. Of course, it was painted in the red Pacific Electric colors at that time. Once we got it, we had initially loaned it out to the Old Pueblo Trolley Museum out in Tucson. They were trying to get a program going out there. So in exchange for us letting them use it, they did a lot of restoration on it for us. Redid all the seats and everything and returned it to us. But they painted it up in their paint scheme. So now we have their paint scheme on here until we decide to get her repainted.
Do you by any chance know someone named David Ayton?
Name's not ringing a bell for me.
Oh, but he knows the lady, what's her name?
The lady that runs the place.
Yeah, the Sarah lady.
Sarah.
Come ship the train here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He works at the museum in Fullerton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, David Ayton. Her name is Sarah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this one's another Pacific Electric Hollywood car, very similar to the one we just saw in the other barn. Although this one has the original paint scheme. This one was built in 1925, just 100 years old, and this is one of the ones we get out and run on the main line occasionally.
Was it running into the 50s, or did they?
Yes, this one ran till about 55, and then came to join our collection.
That's interesting because it went over Pointer Path.
Yeah, this one. Well, not all the signing is original, but from what I understand, this one ran on the this one ran on the Watts line, from what I was told.
Watts line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the Watts line pretty much the blue line now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of maintenance vehicles in here. This is a Pacific Electric line car. This one would carry extra wire and supplies in it, and there's actually a platform up top that the guys would actually work on the overhead wires.
I bet you that was a dangerous job.
Yeah, and they did it while they were still hot, and the idea was that platform and everything's wood, so it was supposed to insulate them from the other end of the circuit.
Things we know now, huh?
Right. And this one is an electric that ran in San Francisco. It would have run, but it was an electric. It wasn't like the cable style, like the cable cars they have now.
When I first went to college in 1963, I went to USC. There was a railroad between USC and Exposition Park. I believe the Southern Pacific was hauling freight through there.
Right,
That
right.
must have been the old Pacific Electric line.
Yeah, it was, and at one point, the Henry Huntington was in charge of the SP and the Pacific Electric.
Oh, really?
So
they were running.
they were one company there at one point.
Eventually, they replaced it with the LA trolley that
Right.
goes there now.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one is a Pacific Electric president's car. This was designed to where the president of the company and his invited guests were the only ones that rode in this one.
Oh,
And
the president's car.
They would go to different functions, and it's got real nice leather seats in it. It actually has a bathroom in the middle, and like I said, it was only used on special runs. But
They still do that once in a while.
Right.
We've seen some. They don't run very often, but we've seen them.
But since this is that,
Yeah.
early 1900s vintage, that
Yeah.
you know what the toilet does.
Dumped. Yeah, I learned about that earlier. Yeah. Oh boy.
And then back here is kind of an unusual car. This one,
Pacific Electric.
even though this one looks like a San Francisco cable car, It actually was an electric that ran in Kern County in Bakersfield.
Really?
And when they did restoration on it, they decided to make it look a little like a cable car.
Cable car, yeah.
Huh. Bakersfield.
But this photo shows what it looked like originally before they did the restoration.
Cool. So did Pacific Electric run anything other than electric, or was it all electric?
No, all electric, but they did have, you know,
Freight.
the freight as well, right? Yeah, and then SP was
They
the
had
only thing that
catenaries
did.
over the electric, yeah.
Yep. And then in the back, it's kind of tucked away in the back there, but that's a PCC style car that actually ran in San Diego back in the 30s.
Oh.
It has a
San
little,
Diego.
I don't know if you can see the sign in the middle, but it basically says, you know, Rice at Balboa Park.
Kind of wish I'd been born a few years earlier. I would have seen more of that stuff.
Right.
By the time I got old enough, they would just get rid of it. West Hollywood. Oh, I got your picture of this picture.
Okay. I think I'll quit cut here. It is a rather interesting plane. I think it's a World War II bomber or something, but yeah, it's got like a flag design on the underbelly.
Yeah, it's got markings on the tail and on the wings.
Yeah.
You know, I never used to be able to see stuff like that.
Couldn't get a real steam train, so I'm getting this little HO scale model steam tray. It's inside the gift shop. I guess this has an automatic stop.
You should have gotten a hat. I just